to the Guy Dawson Show here on the WCOBM.com network, the World Center of Broadcast Media. I have some fabulous ladies here with me today, the champions of credit,
That's right.
becoming regular guests on the show.
Absolutely.
My name's Carintha Turvalon. I am hosting today in place of Guy Dawson, and today we have an excellent show planned for you. Please check us out on Facebook, on YouTube. Make sure to contact Guy Dawson for any of your public relations needs at 702-845-6129 or classycommunications.net. And speaking of two wonderful clients that he currently has,
Yes.
it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Miss Elisa Flowers and Miss Cynthia Davis. Ladies,
Good
how are you
afternoon.
doing this
Great.
afternoon?
Wonderful.
Great.
It's a beautiful day.
Gorgeous day. Yes.
Yes.
Little windy, but
Okay, so take it rather than just the dead heat, right?
yes.
Good thing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Plus the hair.
Absolutely. Yes. I know. I have to keep adjusting it in the car.
Hey, I'm just like, whatever.
I just let it go at a certain point today. I'm like, it's just going to be what it is today.
Right. Exactly.
One thing you never have to do that with, though, is your credit. You have lots of control over that, and that's what these ladies are here to talk to us about today. So, ladies, first off, let's go ahead and have you talk about your company and who you are.
Sure, yes. We're Financial Education Services, and we are the marketing arm for United Credit. What that means is, we go out and we look for people that need what it is that we have. And, there's a lot of people out there. 8 out of 10 people have negative items on their credit report, just completely, and in many cases outside of their control, but they don't qualify for things like a home, a car, low interest rates, which is what we really want to have when we're paying interest rates. So we help people get negative items off their credit report, help them build positive credit, let them monitor it along the way so you know exactly what's happening, and then of course protect their identity because we don't want anybody taking it from us after we work so hard to get it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And did you have anything to add, Miss Flowers?
Just speaking of control, this is an arena where we need to have control of our credit and just not let it blow in the wind.
Like our hair?
Yes. So we definitely need to ring that in and take control of our credit.
Definitely.
It is, it's so important on, just knowing what's on our credit score, how credit works, having a good relationship with credit because it is a powerful, powerful tool.
It definitely is. And with that, ladies, let's go ahead and talk about your credit-related products that you offer.
Absolutely. So, like Cynthia was mentioning, we have a portfolio of services, and our flagship product is credit restoration. So our company offers a fabulous product to restore credit, but it's not just important about restoring credit. It's, how do I build positive credit? How do I maintain good credit? How do I protect my credit? So we have a portfolio of services. So we have a positive credit building tool. We have a debt management tool, how to get out of debt in a short amount of time. With all this, as you're working on your credit, we want you to protect your identity. So we have an identity theft system. We also have a credit monitoring system, and that is super, super important for you to know what's on your credit at all times.
Even to the point, like people that have great credit, you need to know what's on your credit report because it's impacting so many things that you pay for every day. So you've got to take control of those things. You've got to make sure that you haven't just gone a year, 2 years, or more. Some people, we just did a presentation the other day, right, for a mortgage lender, and there's a young lady in the audience. It was like, it's been 6 years since I've looked at my credit, but it was great then. Like, oh no, sweetie, that's not good. You got it. Well, maybe it was, but there's all sorts of things that can happen. So again, taking that control as we're talking about, and whether you think you have good credit or not, you've got to monitor and make sure.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. It makes me think of those commercials that we see on television where they're like, but I had great credit 10 years ago.
Right.
Why would it change? The one that really cracks me up is the tattoo, where they've got their tattoo of
They
their
have the
credit
credit
score.
card
right.
tattooed on
And
their
I'm like,
Right.
are you serious? Like, it's
so
never
funny.
gonna change.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was probably that day.
Exactly. exactly.
But I mean,
Yes.
that's exactly the point. Is that like you check it one day, you check it the next day, it's going to be completely different. But your
Yes.
life is a moving target. So is your credit score. Like think about where you've been in the last 10 years. What's
Definitely.
happened to you in the last 10 years? And you can't just leave it alone and think, okay, I'm going to get a fresh start if I leave it alone for 10 years either. Like those collections, they'll keep selling those to other collection companies, and it'll just continue to get worse until you take a proactive approach. You've got to do something about it.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. So, ladies, in speaking about taking control of our credit and using your credit-related products and tools, what kinds of results would those bring for your customers?
So yeah, and that's a great question. I'm working with a client now, just in her first 60 days of being on the program. You know, she had a few negative things, but one of her major things was a bankruptcy removed. I mean, she sent me over her reports. She said, you know, Lisa, I haven't even had time to look at it. So of course I scanned through and I'm like, hey, her BK was removed. And so I called her and I said, hey, guess what? I got good news for you. I said, your BK was removed. She was like, really? Oh my God, for real? I hadn't even looked at it. So, you know, it's just that, you know what's on your credit report. And then, you know, people also don't know how to read a credit report.
Yes.
So not only do we provide the tools to increase credit scores, protect your identity, but we are all about education and knowledge. So we educate our clients and the consumers on all of the products so that they have that knowledge, and we all know knowledge is power.
Definitely.
Yes.
I will say that I haven't been as on top of it as you both ladies both well know.
Yeah.
But any time I have in the past looked at a credit report, I will tell you it's intimidating and it's overwhelming sometimes.
It
and
is.
there's things on there that you're like, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Why is that still there? That was over
Why am I
10
still
years
paying for
ago.
that?
Yes.
So many years ago. Well, and that's the point, is that the credit bureaus are privately held billion-dollar companies. Most people don't realize that they don't make money making sure your credit files are correct. They're not government agencies that are just not-for-profit. Oh no, they make billions of dollars doing business the way they do, selling your files to companies that want to extend you credit. So, you know, that's why it's so important for us to make sure that we do a process like this, because things aren't just going to drop off. Your bankruptcy isn't necessarily just going to get deleted after 7 years or 10 years. It doesn't work like that. And by the way, the law says is that it can be on your credit report up to 10 years. It doesn't mean that it has to be. People feel like they have to be punished for the next 10 years for having a bankruptcy. And I actually was in the exact same situation. Less than 60 days mine was deleted. So it's the same law as it is for a late payment or for a collection or a short sale. They have 30 days to respond. The burden of proof is on them, not us. So they don't respond in 30 days, boom, it's deleted. Done.
Wow.
Powerful.
Yes.
Hugely powerful.
Huge, definitely some powerful tools and resources that you're providing for the Las Vegas community, and we appreciate that here at the Guy Dawson Show.
Yes.
We appreciate
Yes.
it too.
Yes.
But we also want to talk about, competition. What is competition like for a company like yours?
Go ahead. I know you'll.
Is there competition, really?
So no.
I mean, you ladies are so fabulous that there's no one that's really on your level.
So let's
you for
just
knowing
talk
that.
about right. Let's just talk about other companies that do something similar to what we do.
There you go.
So, you know, our company stands apart from them because we offer a portfolio of services wrapped around the credit restoration. We educate the customer. They have hands-on in what's going on. We're just not blindly sending letters to a credit bureau and they have no idea, and then when a credit bureau responds back to the customer's like, what is this? I don't know nothing about this. What's going on? So the customer is definitely involved. And as far as the dispute process, we're very aggressive right out the gate. So if you have 10, 20, 30, 40 negative items on your credit report, we're disputing all of them, 10, 20, 30, 40, right out the gate, all the time, consistently. We're not, taking 3-4 months for 2 items and then another 3 or 4 months for 1 item. So
Cherry picking,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Let's get the things that the oldest will look like they do the most work.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then our clients have access to an online portal where they actually can see exactly what we're doing. So we're very transparent in our process. And that's how we stand apart and from other companies locally and nationally doing the same sort of business.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
I was just going to say, and in addition to that, the dispute process alone is a major part of it, obviously. But, I've had people that have gotten into the program that we've gotten every single negative item off and they have no credit score. So just to go through a dispute process with another company, it's like there's legitimate companies out there that do this and they can do that successfully, although it takes longer and it costs more. It's still legitimate, but they're not doing the other things that we're doing, which is like helping them build positive credit. How do I pay the debt that I do have the best way so I'm paying it off and paying the least amount of interest and popping my score the highest? So all of that, along while they're getting the credit monitoring as well and the LifeLock to protect it. It's like all of those things together, you just won't find those anywhere else.
Definitely.
And then, the biggest difference is, it could cost you thousands of dollars to get your credit restored. Just the activation fee or the down payment with some of the other companies, it's hundreds of dollars. With us, our program is a $99 one-time activation setup fee. And then for the portfolio of services, which you get 10 services, it's just $89 a month. Yes, I was thinking $89 a month. And there's nowhere in the nation that you can get what we offer for $89 per month. There's no contract. You use the services as long as necessary until you reach your desired score. We have our clients on the membership a much longer time because of all the other services. Another great piece of the service is will, trust, and power of attorney. You can't go anywhere and get that crucial document for what we're offering. And that's just part of the plan of getting your credit restored.
That's amazing,
Yes.
ladies, that you offer that many services as part
Yes.
of your portfolio and on a monthly basis. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and that's why we say that's protection that pays, because you need your finances to be completely surrounded and protected. And you want to, what happens if something happens to you? Do you have things in place? Do people know what your wishes are? If you don't put it on paper, even if I tell Elisa my wishes, that means nothing if something happens to me and I don't have it in writing and my family is wondering what my wishes are. It's just out in the wind. You got to put these things down on paper. All of that kind of stuff is in our protection plan. So it's just incredibly powerful.
Yes.
Definitely. Ladies, do you have any kind of advice or suggestions for folks out there that are kind of maybe shopping around for different places?
Oh, yeah. And because of the competitors, I would say I highly suggest you shop around. Because you'll quickly see as soon as you talk to someone that's confident and understands their business like we do. At least I have done this for over 4 years with this company. They've been in business since 2004, have the highest ratings with the Better Business Bureau that you can get. So you can be confident knowing that the services are going to work, have a satisfaction guarantee and all of that. But at the end of the day, just give us a call and we can answer any questions you have. There's, it's not real aggressive push to sales. We don't need to. So many people need what we have.
Yes.
We get the phone calls. We answer your questions and enroll you in about 10 minutes if you're interested, or we can meet in person. We both have offices right here in Las Vegas. For those that want to meet personally, get you enrolled in about 10 minutes and get your letters out within a day or two. The process can start quickly if you're really serious about it.
Definitely. Ladies, how can folks contact you if they want to inquire about your services?
Absolutely. We can be reached at 702-527-4101. You can reach us on Instagram at Champions of Credit. Also via the website, www.creditmedic911. Absolutely. And we would love to talk to you. It's just it's a simple conversation.
Yes.
And, once we find out a little bit about what you have going on, we know how to direct you from there.
Definitely. I think the powerful part about what you provide, the services that you provide, is just kind of dealing with my own past credit issues. A lot of companies that I've dealt with in the past, that it seems like they're only willing to offer you so much, and there's not really that education that you provide in terms of working with other companies, and they're only willing to do certain things. Like, for example, I'm working with a credit consolidation service, as we talked about before. And and I'm still working with them, and that's almost complete, so I'm very excited about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But it's one of those things where no one talked to me about, well, hey, did you know you can do this and this and this to help improve your credit score, so that while we are working with you on this part of your credit, you could be working on this. No one ever had that conversation with me.
Right.
Yeah, and I would say that that's another thing that's different about us, is that we're out there doing educational workshops. Like, we go into real estate offices and we teach direct at the source to those people that are talking to clients every day looking to buy a home and things like that. Car dealerships, we partner with anyone in the credit related industry so that we can make sure that we're getting the right information out there so that they can do that. But then we do home buyer workshops, and for instance, we have a credit workshop this evening in Henderson where we're going to be able to teach how these services work, so people can come out and really, touch and feel. Let me see, let me look at your actual results that you have for people. So I have, like, in my office, I have like a binder of just a ton of people. One person had like 52 negative items, and we got 44 off in the first 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine having 52 negative items first? That's okay. We all go through things in our lives, right? But think about all those people that through, the economy, when everything went bad, they had investment properties. They had an 800 credit score, and now they have all of these foreclosures and short sales all over their credit. And it's like, it doesn't have to be that way. Like, we really can help. But come out and meet us, and if you want to give them the address, they can come see us.
Absolutely.
It's 2850 West Horizon Ridge Parkway, Suite 200, Henderson 89052. So right there, Horizon Ridge and Eastern. Yeah.
What time, ladies?
7:30 tonight.
7:30 tonight.
Can we not
Yes.
say that? Yes.
7:30 tonight. Yes.
It starts promptly at 7:30. So come 7:15, meet us. Let's talk a little bit, and then we can show you how it works and let you see it for yourself.
And you brought up a good point. While you're in that, no one spoke to you or taught you anything or educated you, and that's the great part about the membership that we offer, because when you're disputing items with the credit bureaus, you have to allow them 30 days to then do the investigation. So what do you do in 30 days? That's where all the other services come in handy, and just a super benefit, because you could be working on other things while you're waiting on the credit bureaus, which we have no control over.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I wish we did.
The economy would look a lot different.
Yes, it would. Yes,
That's
it
what we're looking to do,
would.
right? Change the economy, one household at a time.
Exactly. Yes.
One thing I really appreciate about the work that you do, ladies, is that I feel like you're empowering people. I mean, I think about the deep, literal depression I've been in over my own credit issues and the debt that I've been in the past, and it takes a toll on you. Stress-wise, it's a very emotional
It's the
thing.
number one reason for divorces is finances, when you think about it. So you're throwing money away to rent, and you're going to work every day, taking time away from your kids to go do this just so that you can pay the bills. Right? It's like this cycle everybody goes through, and it's scary and the point is, it doesn't have to be that way. That's why we're out there, like, trying to expose this as much as possible on radio, and doing our workshops and things like that, so that we can get the word out that it doesn't have to be that way. Like, you can turn that around, and fairly quickly. Like, for me, my judgment in 60 days. I know you got yours inside of a few months as well, having her judgment removed. So it's just average time maybe 6 to 9 months. But what better position will you be? You're going to be working anyway, right?
Yes.
So why don't we start to work to turn things around?
Absolutely. Ladies, we appreciate the wonderful work that you do. If you could please share with our viewers one more time how they can get a hold of you, and also, are your workshops also promoted on your social media also? So if people follow the Instagram and everything, they'll be able to see when your upcoming workshops are?
Yes.
Okay.
So Instagram at Champions of Credit. Our phone number is 702-527-4101. Our website, www.creditmedic911.com. We are here.
Need a credit medic. That's okay.
And we so much appreciate Classy Communications and Guy Dawson. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here interviewing you wonderful
Absolutely.
ladies.
We appreciate that.
We've had a great time. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for being on the show. It was a pleasure, as always. Feel free to come back anytime and educate our viewers.
Absolutely.
And we are ready to go ahead and break now. And when we come back, we'll be talking with Curtis Helt about Relay for Life.